We're surrounded by, if you're on the internet, you're surrounded by motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, aspirational quotes, and even my cat is aspirational. But that's the excitement that comes before the actual action, which is doing something and doing something over and over and over again, whether you like it or not. Some days we wake up and we don't feel like it. It might be raining outside, it might be icy. You still got to go out and do it because you realize the bigger picture. And that's the key. It's the discipline that is the fire. If motivation is the spark, discipline is the fire, and discipline is what is gonna burn, and discipline is what is gonna keep you going and going and going and reach eventually your goal. And that's the most important part. If you think of anybody who's been great at something, it's very easy to look at sport and very easy to look at the greats and think they just get there because of talent, or when you look under the bonnet, all of them have an insane amount of discipline. Just watching the Beckham documentary, and it's the work ethic and it's the discipline over a long time, since being a child, the discipline over a long time, practice. But what we get to see as an observer, as a spectator, is him scoring a winning goal in the World Cup, or him scoring, getting his team to win the championship or to win the league. That's what we see. We see what we like to see, which is the social media picture or the headlines on a newspaper. What you don't see is the grind behind, like the amount of practice, him getting to practice first and leaving last, him taking 1,000 free kicks in practice, 10,000 free kicks in practice to practice that winning goal, which we'll only see once, and there's only a chance that actually might come off. So it's exactly the same with running. And the reason why that's so powerful is because once you're able to your perception is able to change, and you're able to say, do you know what? I don't need to be the best. I don't need to be, I don't always need to be motivated. I don't always need to be inspired. I don't always need to have aspiration. What I need to do is do. I need to take a decision and then make it happen. And it's happening week after week after week over the training plan. Get fit, do the training plan over weeks and months, and then you're going to have a crack at the race. And the race is the celebration that comes at the end of all the hard work. Motivation is simply when you take everything apart and rip it down. Motivation is just wanting to do something. Inspiration is seeing somebody do something, or somebody telling you about something and you wanting to do that. That's you're inspired by that person. Aspiration is like, one day I want to climb Everest. It's aspirational that there are climbers that climb Mount Everest. It's aspirational that there are people who go to the North and South Pole. That's aspirational, and one day it might happen for me. So I want to do something, motivation. I'm inspired to do something, aspirational. Maybe one day I will do something, but I want to do something, versus action, discipline. Let's get it done today and tomorrow. So how do you plug that into your daily routine, into your habits, to make sure that there is no escaping it? For me, the quickest way to do that is to prioritize it. So if you look at your priorities for the day, you have your physical intentions for the day. So your exercise, for me, number one, exercise. I wake up, my kit is already laid out, water, coffee, go. Don't think. It's literally 15-20 minutes out the door, done. And for the key sessions, then that will be a little bit more planning, but it's already in the system. Wednesdays, Sundays, Sunday long run, Wednesday interval session. It's the breakfast that I'm going to have on race day, so there's no surprises. So I'm getting used to that breakfast, and that's part of training my stomach to take in the carbohydrate to get ready for the race. It's happening Wednesdays and Sundays. If I have to put that back, I have to put it back, but it's still going to happen because that's the bigger goal. And it's the focus on the bigger goal, the constant thinking of the bigger goal, and the delayed gratification. So you're happy with working, sacrificing the short term and working towards the long term because you have so much desire to reach that final goal. And that will just be, that final goal will also be a stepping stone to where you want to be in the future. So your aspiration right now, or your motivation, or your whatever you want to call it, is your goal is to run a 4-hour marathon. But once you've hit that, and once that's like a 3:58 or 3:57 and you're absolutely over the moon, give it 48 hours and you'll be thinking, right, if I can run 4 hours, I can run 3:45. If I can run 4 hours, I can run 3:30. These things are so possible. It's just a case of every single day getting something done. It's the strength work. It's how that implements, like making stronger glutes, how that will make your stride length longer. That stride length longer, how that will make your intervals faster. Your intervals getting faster, how that will make you stronger and be able to go faster for a lower heart rate on your long run. So how you will be able to train yourself to have more stamina, more endurance. So once it gets to marathon day or the race that you're training for, you're ready, you're prepared, you're at least 80% of the way there through the training, and that means that you're in PB shape, you're ready to do it. And that's the key. It's all about discipline. It's motivation, inspiration, they're just all sparks. The fire is discipline and getting it done.